YouTube, TCG Arsenal here, and today I have a special deck profile for my Cyberse Code Talker deck. This deck has, I've been using this deck since the beginning of the anime, and it's been fun putting in and out of cards that I need and I don't need. Straight away, now let's go to the deck profile. First of all, I use 3 Ladybug. This card is a starter and a combo opener. It's imperative that you use 3 copies of this card because since not only that this is a starter, this card can also bait your opponent's hand traps like Ash Blossom or Effect Failures and the others. If they hand trap you, you can play the other cards that support the archetype, like 3 copies of Microcoder. So this is a combo enabler that you can use this card from your hand if you want to link summon a monster that have the name Code Talker. The next one is 3 copies of Parallel Exit. Now I use 3 copies because I have to draw this card whenever I need. So 3 copies ensures me that I can see this card more often in my opening hand. 2 copies of Code Generator. I like this card. It's not as good as Microcoder, but the effect also extends. This deck has many extenders. And I forgot to mention this in the opening of the video, but I programmed this deck to go second, right? So I have to be able to extend my combo because in my opponent's field, there's probably many negations or setups or control decks like Dragon Links, Infernobles, or anything. So I need to extend my combos, therefore 2 copies of Code Generator is enough. And then 2 copies of Cyberse Gadget. So this is a good option if you want to go second, because this is also a normal summon target. You can normal summon this card, then you can Monster Reborn Cyberse monster from your graveyard that have level 2 or less. And also, if this card is sent to the graveyard from the field, you get 1 token. So this also extends your play. Next, 2 copies of Format Skipper. This I like Format Skipper because 1 normal summon of this card equals link 4. You can go to Aframax or Borel Savage, Borelot. I mean, okay. So this is a good normal summon for this deck. And also I ran 1 copy of 141, so I can get to Format Skipper more often. Okay. Next are the 1 copies. 1 copies of Cyberse Converter. This is an extender. Not much to say about this card. It only extends your combo. And Mathematics Subtraction also extender. Prohibit Snake, this is not an extender, but I like this card because this can get rid of your opponent's card that prohibits you from doing your combo, like Shadow Winda. Shadow Winda, you cannot extend your combo when Shadow Winda is at your opponent's field. So what you do is you normal summon Ladybug, you add the Prohibit Snake from the deck to your hand, and then Ladybug attacks the Winda, and then you can discard this Prohibit Snake from the grave, from your hand to the grave, and return the Winda to the extra deck of your opponent. So during the main phase 2, you can combo again. That's pretty much it to this card. And then 1 copy of Scripton. Scripton also extends, and also this card enables your Dotscaper to special summon itself back to the field when it is banished. So This is kind of important piece of stuff that can combo well with Dodgecaper. Next is Degrade Buster. This also enables your Dodgecaper to be used again in the next turn after you use this effect. Also, this has a Blackluster Soldier's effect that you can banish one of your opponent monster that has attack higher than this card. The next is Sea Archiver. This is also an extender. It extends your combo, but it banishes itself when it is sent from the field to the graveyard after it extends your combo. Link Infra Flyer, only one copy, it's enough. It's also extender. Like I said, this deck has so many extender, so it doesn't die to only one hand traps. Next is the spells. The spells, I use 2 copies of Signet Codec and 1 copy of Signet Optimization. So what Signet Codec do is, this card can search 1 Cyberse monster from the deck every time you link summon a Code Talker monster. So if, for the example, you summon Trans Code Talker, you can add 1 monster from your deck to your hand that is Earth attribute. So you can use this card. You can use this card not once per turn, but every time for the maximum of 6 times. So if you link summon Code Talker, you can add Earth, and if you link summon again into the other Code Talker that is not Trans Code Talker, you can add again with that same element. So basically you can do this effect 6 times. And Signet Optimization is basically you use this for the extra normal summon of this card. This card can normal summon immediately, normal summon. So you get double your normal summon every turn. It's the second effect rarely comes out. You can negate. No, not negate. Your opponent cannot activate anything during the battle phase when a Code Talker monster attacks. Next is 1 for 1. Well, this is 1 for 1. What can I say? This special summons your copy of Format Skipper. So yeah, 1 for 1 is 1 for 1. Then 1 copy of Monster Reborn, self-explanatory. And for the tag, I use 3 copies of Pot of Desires. I feel that this card is important. That if the hand is bricked or you don't get your combo piece, this card can further increase your chance of going on with the combo. And then for the traps, I only 1 trap card. The Signet Conflict. Basically, you search this with your copy of Microcoder, because when it is sent from the hand or field, from the hand to the graveyard as link materials, you can search 1 spell or trap that has Signet in the card name. So basically, you search Signet Conflict with Microcoder. And then, as I've said before in the video, this deck is a going second deck, so I have so many cards that ensures my combo can go off. The first cards are 3 copies of Dark Ruler Normal. This card has just been released in the structure deck of Charmers, so I just recently get it. There's no further explanation. You negate any monster effect on the field, and your opponent cannot respond with monster effects from this card's activation. So it ensures us that our combo is going off and can possibly OTK. And then 3 copies of Book of Moon. I like Book of Moon. Book of Moon is a good card when going first or going second. It's flexible. Nothing more to explain about Book of Moon. It's just flip a monster face down. Same with Forbidden Chalice. It's also good going first or second. If your opponent somehow know that your deck is going second deck, your opponent will force you to go first during the next duel after the siding. So you can we can use the Forbidden Chalice to our advantage, because going first, this card is also live as well as going second. Last but not least are one Raigeki and one Pancratops. I know Pancratops is sometimes dead, because if we special summon Pancratops, we cannot use the effect of Transcode Talker that monster reborns your Cyberse. But sometimes when you're going second, you need to make a decision that ensures your combo will go off, or you need to destroy something that your opponent controls. So Pancratops is needed. Okay, that's it from the main deck. Now we're going to the extra deck. For the extra deck, I use 2 copies of Transcode Talker. It's basically the coded talker that you summon most. So we use 2 copies, because if the first get Valor or something, we can still use the second effect next turn. And 1 copy of X-Code Talker. This card is basically Despair, because you want to summon Code Talker and then place the X-Code Talker in the bottom of the arrow, so they point to each other. It's a nice effect, because Transcode can increase both of these cards' effect. X-Code can protect Transcode and also seals the monster zones that are owned by your opponent. Basically, I will seal off this zone that is right in front of Transcode Talker. So that's it. Only 1 copy, and 1 copy of Shooting Code Talker rarely comes up. Very rarely. But if it comes out, it can draw you so many cards, because usually I use Shooting Code Talker right here in the bottom of Transcode, and then I summon X-Code Talker in the side of Shooting Code. So basically, Shooting Code can attack 3 times and draw 3 cards during the end of battle phase. It rarely comes up, but if it comes up, it will net you pluses that you can never imagine. 1 copy of Power Code Talker. Just with you need the Power Code Talker to get off your Cyanide Codec. It's a fire attribute. And Code Talker, it's a link 2. You need it to start off your combo. Usually with your Lady Debug, you search your microcoder and then go off from Code Talker. Oh, sorry, I used 2 copies of Code Talker because I need the second copy, since the first one we usually don't affected by Cyanide Codec, because Cyanide Codec is searched from the deck. 1 copy of Code Talker Inverted. Inverted is, yeah, it's important. It's important. You have to run Code Talker Inverted, because it's only light, and the effect also come up quite often. 2 copies of Splash Mage, and 1 copy of Security Dragon. Splash Mage is good extender. It extends your combo, and also it is a Cyberse, so it does not conflict with Transcode. And Security Dragon, what can I say about this? This card can bounce your opponent monster that are a hindrance to your combo. That's basically it. It's a monster removal. Update Jammer, only 1 copy, because I use it for OTK. That's it. One update Jammer and 1 Transcode Talker is 8100 damage. So it is more than the full life point. So it OTKs your opponent. That's basically it. That the purpose is only for the OTK. 1 copy of Link Disciple. I need the Link 1. I don't like Link Horrible, because Link Horrible can only be summoned while using level 1 monster. but Link Disciple can use any monster that are level 1 through level 4, so it is more flexible. I rarely use this effect that tribute the monster and draw me one card. I rarely use that. And one copy of Talkback Lancer. Talkback Lancer, basically you can tribute one monster that are pointed there by this card, and you can Monster Reborn one of your Code Talker monster, Code Talker, I'm sorry, that are in your graveyard. So it is a Monster Reborn, and you can go further with your combo every time you use this card. So one copy is enough. And the last time, the boss monster of this deck, it is Magnite Crusadia Evermax. So basically this is the only Link 4 that is Cyberse, so I must use it. If I have two, I will use 2 copies. Probably I will cut off one copy of Splashback to put in the second copy of Evermax, but currently I don't have my second copy of Evermax, so I have to make do with one copy. That's it, guys, with the deck profile of my Code Talker deck. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share to your social media, your friends, so it can motivate me to make more of contents like this. And see you next time.